I felt like bundling up today. I feel so cozy right now. Right. So, that was quite a very unexpected ending to The Masked Singer last night, now wasn't it? Well, it was that kind of moment that made me think, yep, okay, this season's going to be pretty awesome. But before I get into that, see my low, my high, my act of kindness. My low is that I actually did forget something yesterday, but that's fine. I can go. Here's the thing: I didn't forget it per se, but like, here's the thing: I actually had to go to the dry cleaners, and that's actually where I put my green tie. You know, the one I wear throughout the month of March. And it turns out there actually needs to be some like sewing and stitch work done, so it's not quite ready yet, but that's fine. The important thing is I got my bed comforters back too. Yeah, I took those to the dry cleaners. So yeah, I got those back. But my high is that I still do not have my green tie back in my possession. And yeah, I know I'm not going to use it until next March, or quite possibly sooner if the occasion arises for it. But, you know, it's the old saying. It's better to have and not need than need not have. My high was, I actually did something a little bit out of the norm, and I got myself some R&M. For those of you who don't know, the R&M is a very, very, very great burger place in the city of Corning on Market Street. In fact, a couple of years ago, it was voted the best burger in all of upstate New York. Think about that. So, needless to say, I highly recommend going to the R&M. Got myself a burger that was all dressed. Came with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. And we probably, Nick, I thought you liked onions. Oh, I do. But here's the thing. The R&M has fantastic onion rings. So, yeah. I put my onion rings on my burger. It was so good. And it had a nice little bit of crunch to the burger too. That was awesome. So, yes. I'm the kind of guy who puts like fries and onion rings on his burger. Yeah, I will. Especially if there's like too many of them, But it's so good. What was my gift for kindness? What did I do for my gift for kindness yesterday? I know I did something. What did I do? Oh, right. Shoot. Oh, right. Here's the thing. I couldn't see my folks yesterday, but I was able to do a couple things for them. And yesterday was garbage day, so one thing, I put their garbage cans back in their garage. And I also, because here's the thing, my mom is so crazy. She, worries and is all frantic about having a clean kitchen, but she will, totally leave, all dirty dishes in the sink and not put them in the dishwasher. So, I put her dirty dishes in the dishwasher for her. And that was really cool. With that said, good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. It is actually a really great way to kick off to, the weekend is upon us. We're almost there. Cannot wait. And I don't even know where to begin other than, The Masked Singer. Which, okay, it's called the Super 6 because it's alliteration, not the Super 8. So apparently there was a wild card last night, and there's going to be a wild card next week, which brings the total number of celebrities under masks by 12. You know what? Now I know why something was off. There we go. I can't believe I forgot to turn on that light. But yeah, my reach is like right over there. Right, where was I? So, and that brings the number of contestants to 12. And we had the Group B sort of like final yesterday, which consisted of the Black Swan, the Piglet, the Crab, who was the wild card last week, the Chameleon, and the wild card this week was the Bulldog. And needless to say, all of the performances were great. Black Swan sang How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. Piglet sang 7 Years by Lucas Graham. Crab sang Give It To Me Baby by Greg James. Although, if I could pick any, actually, I'll talk about that in a second. The Chameleon sang Hip Hop by Dead Prez, and the Bulldog sang Candy Girl by New Edition. Now, of the contestants that I saw last night, and probably throughout this whole competition, if I had to take any sort of shot in the dark as to who is who, I think I have an idea who the Crab is. And really, I don't have much to go on. And the response coming from me is going to sound exactly like something I would say too, by the way. But I think the Crab might be Terry Crews. I'm not kidding. I really think it might be Terry Crews. And yeah, I know I've said in the past I'm a huge Terry Crews fan. You know, I'm not gonna apologize for it. But the Crab talked about he had several clues as to like he sort of like a troubled past or kinda, and you know, Terry Crews grew up in a household with, you know, an abusive father. And, you know, the real giveaway though is that literally like one of the most popular YouTube cooking channels I've ever seen to this day is still when Terry Crews made his mac and cheese, and macaroni and cheese was a clue in the clue packages. But actually, it's called mac and cheese. He calls it mac and cheesy. Because you think like, oh, mac and cheesy. It's like one of those weird things or whatever. Anyway, the point is, whatever was on last night was really, really, really good. For the life of me, I can't really say anything, you know, bad about, you know, what happened. But yeah, everyone performed well. But now we get into the elimination. Because for the first time in Masked Singer history, the crowd or the judges didn't get to vote. The host did. Yes. The person who was going to be unmasked was going to be chosen by the host, Niecy Nash. Now, as soon as this happened, I'm thinking, okay, the Bulldog has got to be Nick Cannon. Because at this point, you know, because he actually tested positive for COVID right before the season started shooting. And so, at this point, it's been far longer than 2 weeks. I think by now, he's ready to come back. But I didn't think he'd come back as a contestant. Not at all. And sure enough, I was right, and it shocked everyone. Nick Cannon was the Bulldog, and he was eliminated on his own show. That's why the ending is just so surreal and funny to not just me, but quite possibly a lot of Masked Singer fans. Because It was just something no one ever saw coming. It's definitely something that's going to be talked about for a long time to come. Yeah. It's even funnier when you consider the fact that the Bulldog, when Nick Cannon was the Bulldog, he dedicated the song to Niecy Nash, and Niecy Nash eliminated him. Kind of funny, ain't it? But, I mean, I get why, because, the song was dedicated to Niecy Nash because that was sort of Nick Cannon's way of thanking Niecy Nash for, taking time out of her schedule to fill in for Nick Cannon when Nick Cannon couldn't do it, which is very sweet. I like that. I really like that. That makes for good television, I feel. But yeah, as of right now, the Super 8 still consists of the Black Swan, the Piglet, the Crab, and the Chameleon. Now, there's going to be one more wild card in the Group A final next week. Of course, I have no clue who is going to win this whole thing. Although Nicole Scherzinger actually made her two picks of who she wants to see win. Her money is so far has been on Robopine and the Russian dolls, which means that there's no one in Group B that she's rooting for. Not really that great. Oh, for Group B, that is. Oh, it doesn't matter. Speaking of Group B, one thing I forgot to mention when Crab sang, Crab had to get off stage because he was too high under his costume. He had to get off, he had to get some air. And for sure, and this is actually something Nick Cannon brought up after he was eliminated. Because now he has a lot of respect for anyone who's ever had to wear any of these costumes. Because they're big, they're potentially very heavy, and it can be hard to breathe in those sometimes. I mean, if you suffer from claustrophobia, which, if you do, God bless you. I hope you have a good, God bless you. But if you have claustrophobia, I can imagine it is extremely difficult to wear those things. The costumes, I mean. I guess it's like that saying, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And, wearing that big, heavy, costume and mask could be considered a tough time. But, if you're tough, you can power around through it. If you really do a good job, you can get all the way to the final and win. Hence, the black, the monster, the fox, the black swan, the night angel, and the sun. Black Swan sang last night. What am I thinking? Although Night Angel and Black Swan make for a very great duet, I think. A part of me was thinking about, and I'll talk about this when the season wraps up in over a month and a half from now. But I was thinking, the wild card is a legit game changer. And I don't think it's going to go away. So a part of me decided to think and ask myself, if I was hosting The Masked Singer, what would I want to see as a potential game changer? Or something new to add to the show. Something along those lines. And I have an idea or two in the works. I don't want to give it away yet, though. Just simply because it's a little early to really talk about. The season is just roughly barely halfway through. Actually, it's only not even halfway through, possibly. I don't know. For all I know, there could be a wild card, the finale or something. Who's to say? But that's about all I have to say about The Masked Singer right now. Anything else? Not really. Totally Not Mark is going to start something new on his channel today. I think it's going to be Hunter x Hunter, which I don't read Hunter x Hunter, but I know about what goes on. And I especially know that it's been on hiatus for well over 2 years. If he is starting 100 a day, Godspeed. I mean, don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, I like what I see. I'm not going to actively watch that show, especially when I know it's still ongoing, and therefore, I'd rather wait until it ends. But for now, I'll just go about my day and see where it takes me. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. I'm very humble in this video for every guys watching Joy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, we're going to be here to lend an ear and always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.